Good evening, everyone, and welcome back for more Solo Crisis League. Tonight we are finishing off Season 6, Round 2. Now, Season 6 has been interesting to try and stream. It's been really throwing off my style because we are playing two-handed, and I don't normally play two-handed at all. I normally play with the just normal solo rules, but that is the challenge this season. In addition to that, we're also going to have Vandal Savage stay in play after we beat him, meaning his stack ongoing ability will remain. So, when a card with an attack leaves the lineup, resolve its attack against each player. So basically it's like a first appearance attack whenever a villain leaves the lineup. Now, luckily, we have, a little bit of control over that because we aren't going to take it out of the lineup if we don't think we can handle it, right? So we're going to just defeat villains that when we think we can take the attack, essentially. Unless we absolutely have to, but hopefully that's not the case. I'm just trying to fix this real quick. That's better right there. Better. Okay, great. Now that's handled. Okay, so that's what we're faced with today. Now, we have two heroes we can choose from. Since we're playing two-handed, first of all, we do have White Lantern Deadman as our first player, and he reads, once during each of your turns, you may discard 2 cards of different colors from your hand. If you do, look at any foe's hand, play a card from it, and then return a card to that player's hand. Now, what that tells me right there is that we're going to be trying to build up our other characters so that they have strong cards to replace whatever bad ones White Lantern Deadman has in hand at time. It's really helpful if you have like a vulnerability and a weakness to discard those and get a different card instead. Maybe even a punch. We'll have to see. We'll get our glimpses at the other characters' cards and being able to tell what we want to do before we make that decision, thankfully. Now, our other characters are 2 options, Kid Flash and Crisis Nightwing. It's definitely Crisis Nightwing. This isn't even a difficult decision, honestly. But let's talk about Kid Flash real quick. Whenever you buy or gain a card, you may add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. There are benefits to that particular setup. If there is a crisis where you need a particular card, you just don't have it, you could use his ability to go ahead and get that card. You know what I mean? Like something like Final Countdown. You need a card that costs 7, use Kid Flash, and then add more cards to the lineup. That's really helpful. But that's not something we're really worried about tonight. Instead, we're going to use the strength of Crisis Nightwing, who's essentially like a quiver of arrows built right into him. And that is, if you play 2 or more equipment during your turn, each player may reveal a top card of his deck. Each who does may discard it. So that's going to benefit both players, and it's going to be able to improve our next hand if possible. Also, if it doesn't improve our next hand, we'll at least know what the top card of the deck is, and we can use that information to help us better determine what we want to do. I think we're going to just get started on this. I don't normally play two-handed, as I've already mentioned, so this does throw off my presentation style a little bit, but we're getting there. It has been going smoother since the first couple attempts. So we'll fill that lineup with Yellow Lantern Corps Power Ring, Batarang, Science Cell, a lot of equipment, Deadshot, and Whirlwind. You know what? Science Cell is actually going to get destroyed because of a mortal villain, and a new card will take its place, and that'll be Manhunter. So I see 2 attack cards, Yellow Lantern Power Ring and Deadshot. And I see 2 equipment, which is great because that's exactly what we need for Nightwing to work. So Nightwing is going to be like our default Lantern Ring character tonight, just because he has that equipment ability built in. White Lantern Deadman, don't know what to do with him yet. I'm assuming just get a bunch of different cards of different types so that hopefully he always has 2 cards that we may or may not use so that we can use his ability on Nightwing's hand. Maybe get some Lantern Rings in control of White Lantern Deadman in the process. So, get our hand ready. 1, 2, and 3 power. We're going to use that to get a kick. You know what? No, we're going to get Whirlwind. Now that I think about it, that's a little bit better. New card comes on out. And that's Nightwing's turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to buy Batarang. And we're also going to get rid of Deadshot, which reads, each foe reveals the top card of his deck. If it's cost 1 or greater, they discard it. Thankfully, no one has that situation right now. Nightwing reveals the top card of his deck. This will be White Lantern Deadman's deck, his discard pile here. So let's reveal that. I guess it could technically be Whirlwind, but it's highly unlikely. It is. That's too bad. Okay. Very well. And that is the end of Nightwing's turn. The Atom, very good. We didn't get him very early. In fact, we didn't get him I think we got him very late last time. Of the last two attempts at this particular setup, I had the first time Kyle Rayner and almost no Lantern Rings, and then I had all the Lantern Rings and no Kyle Rayner. So we really want to try and get those things closer together tonight if possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power here for White Lantern Deadman, which we will use to get... We're going to use them to get the Atom and get rid of Manhunter here. That'll do it. That will do it. The reason he's going to go for the Atom is because we kind of want a diverse number of cards among him anyway. So with that, we can get some villains, which is really helpful. And then on top of that, we can also use that to discard to use his power against Nightwing. So that'll allow us to get rid of a card when we don't really want to use it and get Nightwing's cards into use for him. That made no sense. I'll try and say that better next time if it comes up. All right, now it's Nightwing's turn. 1, 2, and 3 power. We will use that. I want Nth Metal because it's an equipment. There are other cards I'd rather have, but Nth Metal is the way to go right now. I don't have any heroes for Nightwing yet, so it's not really great, but hopefully we'll get there soon. I'm thinking what we want to do is go Lantern Rings, a Nightwing, and then move the other equipment over to White Lantern Deadman if possible. We'll see what we can do about that. All right, and our new hand for White Lantern Deadman here. Not great. 3 power. We'll go ahead and get another kick. All right, hopefully we get some of his good cards now. Another Brother Blood. Oh, brother. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle. 2, 3, 4, and 5. How are we doing? Not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power at least. And we will use that to get our first Lantern Ring. I think that's a good idea. You know what? Maybe not. I don't really need that Lantern Ring. It's actually not great. Instead, we will get Plastic Man, because he copies equipment and Nightwing's built around equipment. So that's a really good combination. All right, and then it's White Lantern Deadman. Now, the reason I didn't get a Yellow Lantern or a Power Ring is because it is an attack, which means it would attack now, for one, but it would also attack every time I played it. And since we're playing 2 characters, that would cause problems. Instead, we're going to try and keep it there until we absolutely get Kyle Rayner, and then we'll grab it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 power, which we will use to get New Genesis, I suppose. A new card comes on out. Ooh, a new villain. We are not getting 6 power. We're getting 5 power pretty consistently. 2, 3, and that is it. Just that 3 power. We will buy a kick. I don't want to do nothing just yet. We don't have any room in our decks right now to just do nothing yet. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that, and then a new card comes out. Indigo Tribe Power Ring. That's good to see. We're going to use White Lantern Deadman's ability. We're going to discard the Atom and Vulnerability. In order to look at this card and play something from his hand, we will play Nth Metal for 2 power. Look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is not. We could discard it, and we will. So we do have 2 power there. 3 power total is all we're going to get. We'll get another kick. It was not a great hand. Took a chance. Took a small chance. There we go. Power of... What is that? Oh, no, sorry. Hero of the Future. That's right. That's the name of that one. That one actually worked really well for me yesterday. I had a defense-heavy character, and playing that was getting quite a bit of power towards the end of the game. Here we go for Nightwing. 2, are you a hero? No, but we will discard it, sure. 3, 4, and 5. Definitely Indigo Tribe Power Ring. There we go. See how we do. New card comes out. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're talking. Let's go ahead. We're going to say goodbye to Brother Blood. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. Still have 2 more of those guys to deal with. We'll get there. New card comes out. 1, 2. You can copy an equipment. Nth metal. 3, 4, and are you a hero? No, we will discard that. So 4 power. We will use that to get another copy of Plastic Man and keep that ability coming. Hopefully we can start using that on some rings soon. Okay, how are we doing? Anything new going on? We have Ocean Master, another villain. New Genesis. Look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is not, and we will discard that. Then we're going to discard the Atom and a vulnerability to play a card from Nightwing's hand. Ooh, do we have an equipment over here? No. We'll just play Kick for 2 power. 3 total and a vulnerability. We'll get Channeling the Emotional Spectrum and move on. Not a great hand, but, you know... Oh, that's destroyed. We're using his ability, and once we build up Nightwing even stronger, White Lantern Deadman's only going to benefit from it. Nothing is locked away from him. In fact, we're going to try and get him Daughter of Gotham. We don't want Nightwing to have that, I don't think. I want these 2. I'm going to try and sort these, actually. So these 2 are I want for White Lantern Deadman. This one I want for Nightwing. These all have to go away. 2, 4, 5, 6. Copy that to get the 7, 8. We will use that to get rid of both of these villains. 2 villains down. There we go. That's what we need to see. That is exactly what we need to see. Alright, that's better. New card comes out. Superboy, we'd probably want that over here for White Lantern Deadman. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's get rid of Black Lantern Batman. Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. That is going to be 2 for Nightwing. Alright, that is taken care of, though. Could have avoided that. I could have done it at a different time, but I had to get rid of those villains eventually, and unfortunately we got Manhunter to replace it, so not in a great place still. 1, 2, 3. Indigo Tribe makes it 4. We'll use that to get rid of Manhunter, and hopefully that's the end of the villains for a bit. If we can just get rid of some villains, we might be able to end this crisis. Skeets it is. Alright, here we have 2. That's it, just that 2 power. So we will use... What's in that? We're going to discard Vulnerability and the Atom to play a card from Nightwing's deck here. Maybe Plastic Man. Do I have an equipment here? No. So it'll just be a punch. So that's 1 power from the punch. 2, 3 power total. Definitely Daughter of Gotham City. Going to make his turns a little bit stronger. Oh, no need to shuffle that yet, actually. There was enough cards there. Alright, so our new turn. Parasite. That's unfortunate. 1, 2, copy an equipment. 3, 4 it is, because we're going to copy Batarang. We'll use the 4 to get rid of Parasite. Each foe reveals his hand and discards a card with cost 3 or greater. Each foe who does may put a punch from his discard pile into his hand. So I have nothing in this hand except vulnerability, so that one's fine. And this hand has one card of cost 3 or greater, and we will use that ability to put a punch into our hand at least. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it could have been worse. Could have been. So, we're getting there. We're still on Vandal Savage here, but we don't have any villains again. To end this, we just need to discard 5 power from hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got it here. Let's see if we can avoid a villain. No villains. If that's the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discarded, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discarded. That's the end of Immortal Villain. That is the first crisis beat, and we are on our way. So, now the goal is to beat Vandal Savage, even though his ability is going to remain in effect the rest of the game. Whose turn was that anyway? I think that was Nightwing's turn, so he's still up. He is still up, which is good. We will start with Plastic Man copying Nth Metal to get to 2. And are you a hero? It is not. We will discard that. 3 power total. Yeah, we'll buy a kick. Probably not going to use it very often. We're going to get to destruction eventually, and that's not going to last very long past that. New card for White Lantern Deadman. He has no hand, so it's just adding a card to the lineup. And then he can draw his hand for his next turn. And back to Nightwing. New card comes out. Soul Taker Sword. Now we're talking. Not great on that power, huh? 1, 2, 3. Again, I guess we'll get another kick. But man, I really want that Soul Taker Sword. That's what I actually want. Something that can make Nightwing a little bit more impressive. New card comes out is Legion Flight Ring. That could go either way, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try New Genesis. Look at this. It's not a hero. We will discard it. So with our 4, let's go ahead and get Hero of the Future. I think that's going to help. I think that's going to help a lot. Once we get those defense cards concentrated over here, it'll be a strong card. New card comes out. There we go. That could go either way. In fact, that's going to go to White Lantern Deadman. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Copy and equipment. We'll go with 4, 5 from Nth Metal. And look at this. Is it a hero? It is not. We will discard it. And we'll copy that power to get the 6, 7. Definitely want Soul Taker Sword. We'll also go ahead and get ourselves another kick. Lots to destroy Nightwing's deck, unfortunately. But we'll get there. Now we have Soul Taker Sword. It's very, very doable. Need to get some other destruction cards. We do have the Atom available to White Lantern Deadman. Just nothing too enticing yet in the destroyed pile. Alright, White Lantern Deadman. White Lantern Deadman. What do you got? We will try Daughter of Gotham. 1, get 2 punch cards from my discard into my hand. Let's see what's in this hand real quick before I decide. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to discard Whirlwind and a punch to play a card from Nightwing's hand. We're going to play Soul Taker Sword. We're going to use it, so that's 1, 2, 3, and we can destroy a card in my hand. We'll get rid of this punch. 4, 5, 6 power. We will go ahead and get Winged Warrior for that. Soul Taker Sword goes back where it came from. Deadman's ability actually really helped him that turn. We're going to try and do that as often as possible. Get him cards that way. We'll start our turn with Soul Taker Sword destroying this weakness. So that's 2. 3, 4 total. I forgot to put a card out. With our 4, we'll go ahead and get ourselves Skeets here. And move on. cards can come on down here. So these are cards I'm looking at giving to White Lantern Deadman and to Nightwing. That's the plan for those cards. Sometimes you don't get to stick to the plan, but man, it's nice when you can. We're going to use the Atom to destroy this weakness and gain the punch from the destroyed pile. I like using the Atom that way. It gets rid of the weaknesses, and you get the punches back, which aren't always a bad thing, especially when you have something like Daughter of Gotham anyway. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to a villain and also hello to Legion Flightring. Actually, instead of that villain, we'll do Legion Flightring and Skeets because we have that Hero of the Future card, which wants defense cards. So we're going to switch that up. I know I intended that for Nightwing, but that Hero of the Future card is calling, and it definitely wants those defense cards. New card comes out. Manhunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of a villain for that. All we can really do that turn. New card comes out. Canary Cry, another defense for White Lantern Deadman. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Is there anything else? Not really. We're going to discard the Atom and a vulnerability to play a card from Nightwing's hand. Let's play... I guess we'll take a chance on Plastic Man copying Before we... Let's do this. We'll try New Genesis first. Are you a hero? It is not, and we'll discard it. Then we'll do that, discarding these two to play Plastic Man, copying Legion Flightring to draw a card. Total is 1, 2, 3, 4 power, and we'll definitely get Canary Cry for that. Another defense card, building them up. So you have enough defense cards on that player. We have a ton of power from those Hero of the Futures. Jason Blood, cool. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to copy ourselves an equipment. Soul Taker Sword it is. 4, 5, and destroy this weakness. With that 5, we'll go ahead and get rid of this villain. We're going to give Jason Blood over here. Because we're going to try and get villains over to White Lantern Deadman, so that's a helpful combination for him. How are we doing here? Let's start with New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not. We will discard that. Let's see if there's anything great in Nightwing's hand. You know what? Let's try. We'll discard a punch and a kick and try Nth Metal 2 power. Is this a hero? It is not, but we will leave that there. 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll buy Jason Blood. Call that a day. I had the extra power there to try and get something better, but regardless, we were still able to get the card I actually wanted, so that turn went exactly as wanted. Now, there's another Soul Taker Sword. I'm definitely getting that one for White Lantern Deadman, so they both have one. Nth Metal, are you a hero? It is. Plastic Man's going to copy. Where is that Soul Taker Sword? There it is, 2 power. So we're at 4 power, and we'll destroy this punch in our hand. 5, 6. Since we played 2 heroes, each player can look at the top card of his deck, and each may discard it. We will leave that one there, and this one we will leave there as well. So we're at 6, 7, 8. We'll copy one of those to get to 9, 10. I think we want to beat Vandal Savage. I think that's exactly what we want to do. Get this over with. So he's going to stay out because he does have that stack ongoing ability that will remain for the rest of the game. Okay. Not bad. It's a pretty good turn for Nightwing. So, We've built up quite a few defenses for White Lantern Deadman, and I'm hoping they pay off. We know there's a hero there from what we just did for Nightwing, so we can use New Genesis to get that. And hopefully we'll be okay, depending on what this crisis and villain combination is. Let's get Nightwing's hand. I don't think he has any defenses yet. So let's see what happens here. Do we have a defense here? We do have one in this hand, so White Lantern Deadman should be okay. Our new crisis is Heroic Sacrifice. The player that defeated the previous villain removes his hero from the game and destroys all cards from cost 1 or greater from his discard pile. Fortunately, Nightwing has no discard pile right now, so he's just gone and replaced. That's not bad, because I wasn't super thrilled to play that character all night. I like it. It's the better of the two choices I had, but there are some good choices in this Heroic Sacrifice pool that I can't wait to show you. Well, we'll see which one we get, right? We'll get this one. It is Kid Flash. That is not one of the good ones. What were the other ones? Crisis Wonder Woman, Crisis Black Canary, Lex Luthor. Great characters. This is explicitly the one character I did not want to play. Oh well. It happens sometimes, right? So Kid Flash is out, I guess. And for whatever reason, we're going to have to play him now. We probably won't use his ability basically at all, but it's there. I guess that crisis is beat. I guess that's what that is. All right, our new villain. Mr. Freeze. Stack ongoing. Each player may play only 4 cards from his hand during each of his turns. Very well. New card out for the turn is Metropolis. So we only need to take Mr. Freeze now. The crisis is already beat, which is good news there. Anything great in this hand? Plastic Man might be good. Maybe not. You know, we'll play Skeets. We may put a hero on top of our deck. Play New Genesis. Is it a hero? Yes. That'll get us 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we discard 2 cards of different colors from our hand, we can copy a card from this hand. Kick here gets us to 9, 10 power, defeating Mr. Freeze. Boom. That is that. That was really easy. That was all thanks to White Lantern Deadman's ability, which is all we have now basically, because Kid Flash's has basically no use. It worked out really well though. Let's see if we can keep it going. Alright, our new crisis is Corrupted Companion. A random villain places a random unused supervillain in front of him. Resolve its attack against each player. Go ahead and get a die. On a 1, 2, 3, White Lantern Deadman. 4, 5, 6, Kid Flash. It's a 6, that's Kid Flash. Will take this unused villain. It's Mongol. So resolve each of its attack against each players. So each player, each foe puts all locations he controls into his discard pile. So that's 1. And each player destroys 1 location of each different cost he controls. If you have none or avoid this attack, gain 2 weaknesses. Alright, everyone is going to gain 2 weaknesses then. Now, at the start of that player's turn, he resolves the first appearance attack against each other player. So whenever it's Kid Flash's turn, it's going to attack White Lantern Deadman again. Our new villain. Hell. Hell costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Each player puts a non-kick superpower from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. I have nothing here and 1 over here, but we can defend on that one, right? Oh, no, we can't. No defense. This is going out. Okay. New card comes out. There we go. So, Mongol's going to attack. Since the beginning of Kid Flash's turn, each player destroys 1 location of each different cost he controls. Not happening. That's 2 more of those for him. Okay, now we have no real strategy for Kid Flash. We're just trying to build two strong characters now. At least Deadman's ability is going to be really helpful. We're going to try and get him some villains, some diverse character choices. And Kid Flash, we're just going to try and get some strong cards that work together. I mean, what else can we do, right? So we'll go 2, 3, 4. Plastic Man has nothing to copy, unfortunately. With that 4, we will say goodbye to Manhunter so that he's not stuck there when the crisis is ready to be beat. All right, new character comes out. As our new card comes out, it's Gotham City. Let's see what we can do. We'll play Daughter of Gotham, which allows us to put 2 punches in our hand, but there are none there. That's right. In fact, let's go back. Oh, we don't have that. Yes, we do. What's in this hand? What's in this hand? In this hand, we have a Batarang. You know, that's better than what we're looking at here. We're going to discard these 2 cards. Play Batarang for 2. 3/4 power, which we will use to get Soul Taker's Sword, because we're going to get a lot of weaknesses over here, I think. We better be ready for that. Okay. New card comes out, which means Mongol's going to attack. Each player destroys 1 location of each type he controls. If you have none or avoid this attack, gain 2 weaknesses. I guess we'll gain 2 more weaknesses over there. We're really going to get White Lantern Deadman in trouble. We really are. All right. 2, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to use that to get ourselves Gotham City because we have a lot of equipment over here that needs to be used. In fact, we already have some lantern rings on Kid Flash. I forgot about that. He's going to be our lantern ring character now. All right, we will start with Legion Flight Ring to draw a card. Then we can draw another card. What's in this hand before I make my decisions? Any great equipment over here? Sure, why not? We will discard these 2 so we can play Soul Taker or Plastic Man. Use Plastic Man to copy Soul Taker's Sword. So that's 2 power. We'll destroy a punch in our hand. 3/4 power, which we will use to go ahead and get this one right here, Channeling the Emotional Spectrum. Okay. I would rather get rid of a weakness or a vulnerability, obviously, but that just wasn't an option at the time. So that's a new attack against White Lantern Deadman. And he's going to gain 2 weaknesses. We really have to get rid of this attack. That's going to add up even quicker soon. All right. 2, 3, 4. Copy a card in my discard pile. An equipment, at least. Batarang here will get us to 6. We'll use that to get a Science Cell, because we're going to need that when Demonic Summoning comes. All right, White Lantern Deadman, what you got for us? Let's see what's in my destroyed pile. Now I'm looking at my options here. We will use the Atom on Jason Blood to get Mind Control Hat. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to draw 2 cards. And what heroes we have now? Jason Blood is a great character. There is absolutely no denying that. We're going to try and get him back, if anything. We're just trying to play the odds the best we can, and that draw 2 cards is going to help a lot with White Lantern Deadman's ability. It's really that simple. All right, so we're at 0 power. What's in Kid Flash's hand? Ooh, lots of good stuff here. We'll discard a punch and a kick. Play that. Soul Taker Sword. That's 2, destroying this punch. Draw a card. 3, 4, 5. And with this defense card, that's 6, 7. With our 7, we're going to get Power of the Green, and we're also going to get rid of this, and his attack reads, each foe destroys a starter in his hand. If a player cannot, he destroys the top card of his deck. Ooh. Okay, nothing here. I have to destroy this. Well, we lost a vulnerability, so that's not bad. And over here, I have no starter in our hand, so destroy a top card of our deck as well. It actually might end up being beneficial. It is Plastic Man, unfortunately, so not beneficial. But we tried. Lots of weaknesses now for White Lantern Deadman. We're going to have to try and make that go away. Lots of destruction needed. Mongol's ready to attack again, unfortunately. We have got to beat him. We need 12 power, though, and we're just not getting there. And White Lantern Deadman's not going to be able to get there anytime soon, I don't think. So he's going to attack, getting 2 more weaknesses over to White Lantern Deadman. Kid Flash's turn. Let's go ahead and, first off, Nth Metal 2, look at this card. It's not, so we'll leave it there. Then we'll play Skeets to draw it. Play it. Look at the top card. Is it equipment? It is not, so we will leave it there. No, we'll discard it. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get World's Mightiest Mortal. That's going to be a lot of power really quick, and hopefully it works out for us. Okay. This is not a great hand. Wow, it's even bad over there. So we're going to discard a weakness and a vulnerability for White Lantern Deadman's ability to copy this punch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We forgot to put a card out for the turn. We will use that to get rid of White Lantern Core. I'm sorry, Red Lantern Core. And then hopefully we'll be able to buy that card soon because we're going to need it. Okay. Now, Kid Flash's turn again, which means that's 2 more weaknesses going over to White Lantern Deadman. We're really filling up that deck. Really doing it. Okay, Gotham City, are you an equipment? No, we will discard it. And then it's 1 and copy an equipment. Probably Soul Taker Sword. Yeah, 2, 3. Destroy this weakness. So, 3 power. We'll use that to get a kick. We are really, really falling behind on these. Got to get that 12 power to get rid of Mongol. It's got to happen. All right. Draw 2 cards. New card has to come out too, by the way. We will discard New Genesis and a weakness to play 1 card from Kid Flash's hand. We'll go with Science Cell for 2 power. So that's 2. 3, 4, draw a card, 5, and 6. We're going to use that 6 to get rid of this villain and move on. Not 12. I mean, that's what we need. We need 12. It's a big difference. We just aren't there right now. That's going to be 2 more weaknesses going over here. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Definitely going to go for Orange Lantern Power Ring and Raven. Really doubling down on that. We are building a pretty good Kid Flash here. His ability is not going to help us too much still. But hopefully we can start getting some of those strong cards out and beat Mongol. Gotta shuffle that up and flip it now. Okay, we're getting there though. I mean, if we can play World's Mightiest Mortal alone, that's 5 power. New card for our turn is Star Sapphire. So, Soul Taker Sword will destroy this vulnerability. What do we see here? We will use Skeets, and I'm not sure. Do I want to put a hero on top of my deck? Or do I want to just draw a card? Let's just draw a card. Okay, okay. That's 2. We're going to discard these 2 to get the 3-4 with Batarang, and then 5-6. With that 6, we'll go ahead and get ourselves Superboy. That is that. That's all we can do. New card comes out. There we go. White Lantern Corps. Cool. So we'll start with Gotham City. Are you in equipment? It is not. We will leave that card there. 2, 4. Actually, you know what? We're going to discard it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Definitely going to get that white. You know what? No, we're going to save that for over here. We'll get Star Sapphire. And we'll also get another kick. That should be enough kicks for now, too. Okay, new card comes out. Another Lantern Ring. Oh, he was supposed to get 2 more weaknesses when we went over to Kid Flash's turn. Yikes. Use the Atom on a weakness to get a punch back. And what's in this hand? Lots of good stuff, actually. Okay. We will discard a punch and a weakness to play Soul Taker Sword. That's 2 power. Destroy a card in my hand. We'll destroy... I guess we'll destroy the punch we just got. 2, 3, 4 power. We'll get rid of this. Each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. We got 2 punches here, so that's good. And what about over here? We have 1, 2 punches. Perfect. All right. New card comes out. Unfortunately, that is 2 more weaknesses going over there. Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, we will discard it. Nth Metal. Are you a hero? No, we will discard it. You may gain an equipment from the lineup and put it of cost 5 or less and put it into your hand. If you choose not to, plus 2 power. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely going to get Shazam, but still not enough to beat Mongol. We're just not getting there. That's not what I wanted to see. So, 1 and get 2 punches into my hand. Let's see Kid Flash's hand before we go any further. We will discard a weakness and a punch to do World's Mightiest Mortal. So that's 1, 6. Reveal the top 2 cards, put any in the lineup, and put them back in any order. Leave them in the order they're in. Oh, come back. Shoot. So we're at 6 power. Go ahead and draw a card. 7, 8, 9, 10. Not what I wanted to see. Really wanted to beat that. We will gain this. That's all we can really do. That's a lot of weaknesses we're about to shuffle in. A lot of them. We've only got 2 destruction cards. We have the Atom, which we can use to get some punches back from weaknesses, which is good. And we have, what's the other one? Oh yeah, Soul Taker Sword, but there's only 1 of them. Just the 1. The good news is we'll pretty much always have a weakness to discard for Deadman's ability. But you know, that only adds up so much. It really does. Alright, it is Kid Flash's turn. New card comes out. And last 2 weaknesses going over here. Let's start with this. Are you an equipment? If it's not, we will discard it. 5 power. Looking at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Let's copy an equipment. Do we have the right one? There it is. 6, 7. Actually, no. Copy. Where is it? Where's that Indigo Tribe ring? Where is it? I thought we played it. Did we not play it? There it is. Okay, thank you. Copy Indigo Tribe ring. So that's 10 power. 11, 12. That's the end of Mongol at least. Not the end of the crisis. The crisis isn't over until we beat Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. But man, one thing at a time, right? That lasted long enough. We have every single weakness possible over here. Hopefully, we can start destroying those very shortly. New card comes out. Let's go ahead and draw a card. We will, let's see what this hand is before I go any further. We're going to discard a punch and a weakness to play Raven. That's 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Goodbye to this. Each foe discards a random card. You may play any number of cards discarded this way and then return them to the owner's discard pile. It's basically just discard a random card. Either way, that is the end of Corrupted Companion. I didn't know if that one would ever end or be the end of us. But we did it. We did it. Okay. Now we're back in the hunt for Hell here, who costs more for superpowers. Okay. Very well. What is going on now? New card coming out for Kid Flash's turn as a villain. We will start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. Then we can put a hero on top of our deck, or we can draw a card. We're going to put World's Mightiest Mortal on top of our deck because that 5 power is tough to say no to. 2, 4 power is all we get, but that is enough to get rid of this villain. At least we have 1 destruction card in Kid Flash's deck, so we can start getting rid of those starters, but it is slow going at that. Probably not going to buy too much for Kid Flash's deck anymore. Use him to get rid of villains mostly, and to thin out his own deck. What do we have here anyway? Let's get ready for our next hand. We have World's Mightiest Mortal. Hopefully we can do that. And a new card comes out. Another Soul Taker Sword. That's exactly what we need, honestly. 1, get 2 punches into my hand. Then we're going to discard a punch and a weakness to play World's Mightiest Mortal, getting us to 6. I'm looking at these 2 cards. Switching their order up real quick. So that's 6 power. 7, 8, 11. 12 power total. Okay. With that 12 power, we're going to get Soul Taker Sword out of here, bringing us down to 8. Definitely Crimson Whirlwind, bringing us down to 3. And we'll get another Legion Flight Ring, bringing us down to 1. That was a good turn for White Lantern Deadman. He's in a good place now. I could have beat Hell there. I had to just try and build White Lantern Deadman just a little bit while I could. Alright, 5 power looking at these 2 cards. Their order will switch. That's 5. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is. 6, 7. Are you a hero? It is not. We will leave it there. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. With that 12, we are going to beat Hell. That is the end of that villain again. Okay. And let's see if we can make this work. We have no defense over here. And over here, we've got no defense. But we have a new location coming out, so that's good news. Our new crisis is reshaping our world. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost with another player or with another card in your hand. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. That shouldn't be too bad, honestly. Then it's Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and the lineup against himself. So there's Yellow Lantern Core Ring. That's one of them. At 5. Oh, at 8 there's another. At 6, that's an even better one there, I guess. At least according to the game, it's better. And that's it. So those are the 2. So, against Deadman, we've got... Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment gains additional weaknesses, but we are out of weaknesses. So go ahead. Each foe discards a random card. Okay, so random card over here. it'll also be a random card for Kid Flash. So we lost Mind Control Hat. That is terrible. That was definitely the best card in that whole hand. And over here, we're going to lose Kick. So, since there are no villains in the lineup, we're just going to try and beat this. So first off, each player reveals his... at the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost with another card in your hand. That's these two 3-cost cards. Then let's try reshaping our world. This one costs 0, this one costs 3. That crisis is beat. No more of that. Now we're just going to get New Genesis out here, ask, is this a hero? It is not. We will discard it and get 1 power from this. That's all we can do this turn, but you know what? That was really a quick crisis, and hopefully we can start really thinning that deck out soon. You may gain equipment for cost 5 or less in the lineup and put it into your hand. Perfect. Reveal the top 2 cards of my deck. If they share a card type, put them back in any order. If not, draw them. We will draw those. Then we'll try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will leave that there. 1 and draw a card, which we will use to copy Star Sapphire Power Ring, revealing these 2 cards. Yes, we get to draw those. 2, you may put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. Let's do that over here. Maybe we can do that with a Soul Taker Sword over there. Get his hand ready. That is what he needs. So we're at 1, 2, 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gotta get rid of Killer Croc first. So let's just do that. He's gone for... Did we forget to do that before reshaping our world? Did I not think of that? I think he came out after. I think he's the one that just came out. So I didn't have to get rid of him, really. I just chose to. We're not going to buy anything else this turn. I probably should have beat Graves, but I just didn't want Croc there for the next turn. I think that came out on Kid Flash's turn. I don't think that came out during White Lantern Deadman's turn. Let's go ahead and use the Atom on a weakness so we can gain a punch back. Then let's try... What's in this hand real quick? Shazam. Sure. We'll discard a punch and a weakness to play Shazam, giving us 2 power and the ability to play this card. Ooh, 6 power. 7, 8, New Genesis, are you a hero? We know it's equipment. With that 8, we're definitely buying Katana, because it's a defense card. And we'll get rid of Deadshot. You know what? No, we'll get Metropolis. There we go. That's going to help. Okay. Here we go. Let's try Kid Flash. Are you an equipment? I'm sorry, it's Gotham City I meant. Discard that kick, sure. 2, play this card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will use that 8. We're going to get Deadshot. We're going to leave Indigo Tribe for over here. Each foe reveals the top card of his deck. If it costs 1 or greater, discard it. Nope. And nope. That was both good and bad news, I think. New card comes out. That's definitely something we want over here. And it's White Lantern Deadman's turn. Just want to see Kid Flash's hand. Perfect. We will use Soul Taker Sword to destroy a weakness. Then we will discard this weakness and Hero of the Future to play this Soul Taker Sword, destroying another weakness. So 4 power total we will use to buy Whirlwind. And then we'll try, actually 4 power and try New Genesis. Is it a hero? It is not. We will discard it and then we'll buy Whirlwind. Okay. You know, a little bit better there. We were down to, only 17 weaknesses in here. We can work with that, right? Graves is pretty cheap and not very ongoing. Does not pose an ongoing threat. So I'm kind of taking advantage of this situation. Using that to get rid of this weakness. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Is not. We will discard it. Let's go ahead. Play Skeets. We can either draw a card or put a hero on top of our deck. Let's put... Put World's Mightiest Mortal on top of our deck. And then copy that 2 power to get the 4. 5 total. Can't buy anything of that turn. But you know, next turn. Next turn. And we're going to have World's Mightiest Mortal in our hand, which White Lantern Deadman will be able to use. Getting halfway to the end of Graves there. I would like to see at least 5 weaknesses over there. We'll see if we can make that happen. All right. Then it's White Lantern Deadman's turn. Let's try Whirlwind, 1 power, and then draw 4 cards. Four power. Discard these 2 to get to 9 power, and I can look at these 2 cards. Leave them in the order they're in and buy Indigo Tribe. Then New Genesis, are you a hero? It is not. We will leave that there for sure. All right, I really like this White Lantern Deadman ability. It's really working for us. I really wish I had someone other than Kid Flash. Literally any of the other 4 options would be preferred. His ability just isn't useful in Crisis mode. You know, maybe it is in competitive. I've played him in competitive, I think, like once. It was okay. But really, in Crisis mode, when the ticking clock of the main deck is on the line, you don't want to use Kid Flash. You just don't. Okay. New card comes out. Starbolt we want over here. All right, 5. Look at these 2 cards. We'll switch that order a little bit. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll get rid of the Demon Etrigan. Leave me with 4 power. I'm not going to buy anything of that. Just move on. New card comes out. We know what that is. Soul Taker Sword destroys a weakness. Then what do we want from this hand if possible? We will discard these 2 to play Shazam, getting the 4 power, and I can reveal and play the top card of the deck. Remove a hero or villain from the lineup, then return it to the lineup at the end of your turn. Fortunately, it's Talon who does nothing, so it's just 4 power. We'll use that to get rid of Talon, I guess. That is the turn. There it is. Okay. Let's try Gotham. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. 2, 3, and draw a card. We'll just get the 4, 5 power here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which we will use to get rid of Granny Goodness. I think that's it. I think that's kind of also the end of pushing off Graves. We're going to run out of main deck here. So we're going to beat him the next time we can afford it, no matter who it is. Get a new location out here with Metropolis. Let's see what's in the hand over here. Perfect. We will discard Weakness. Actually, first off, New Genesis, are you a hero? You're not. We'll discard you. Metropolis, are you superpower? It is not. We will leave that there. We will discard a Weakness and a Punch to play Soul Taker Sword, getting the 2 power, destroying that weakness. And then with this, that'll get us 2, 5 power, which we'll use to buy Starbolt. We're putting ourselves in a good position there. How many destroyed weaknesses are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Said I wanted 5 there. We definitely managed to get there. New card comes out. Let's see what we can do. Soul Taker Sword to destroy a vulnerability. Sure. And then let's try Star Sapphire. So look at these 2 cards. We'll draw those. Don't try Gotham. Are you in equipment? Yes, it is. Come on. That's right. Let's go ahead and put a card on top of the main deck. We're going to put World's Mightiest Mortal there. Then we're going to go 1. So we're at 1, 2, 3 and draw a card. 8 power. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Right there. Perfect. 8. Copy that power to get the 13. 14, 15. With 15, we're going to say goodbye to Graves. And you know, I think we are going to buy a Yellow Lantern Power Ring. No, not yet. Not till we see Kyle Rayner. There's no point. Should we want Crystal Shield? No, we'll save that for white. Both of those we want for White Lantern Power Ring. There's nothing else we're going to buy. We're doing just fine as Kid Flash. No reason to go any further than that. Okay. We know there's a White Lantern Deadman coming, which is perfect for White... I'm sorry. We know there's a Deadman coming, which is perfect for White Lantern Deadman. Let's see how we do. Our new crisis is Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 heroes from hand. It's going to be pretty tough considering White Lantern Deadman's hands. And then Trigon. Let's see, do we have a defense card over here? Not here. What about here? No. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. Oh, that's unfortunate. Gain a card with the lowest cost destroyed this way. So these 3 for White Lantern Deadman. 4, 3, 3. So we're going to gain Force Field, which isn't terrible. But we do lose Deadman. Then again, that goes into our hand, and then we discard everything greater than that, I believe. So 4 is discarded, 5 is discarded, and 5 is discarded. Yeah. Same thing now, over here. We have to lose 3 villains. So I guess we gain Jervis Tetch, but destroys top 3 cards in the main deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost you destroy this way and put it into your hand. Discard all cards in your hand with cost greater than that card. I have to look at the rules for that one. Honestly, I'm not sure. What happens with Crisis Trigon if you get a bunch of villains? Not mentioned here. Let's see. Oh, you don't destroy it if you gain it from the top of the main deck, so... Okay. So, we have to gain the lowest cost villain, which will be... We'll take Jervis Tetch, I guess. And have to discard all cards in our hand with price greater than that, which is none of them. So perfect. We actually just kind of gained an extra card there. So that's where we are. Did we put a card out for the turn yet? No, we did not. It's Katana. That didn't work out perfectly. It worked out okay. Let's go ahead and draw a card here for Force Field. Then we'll go Metropolis. Are you superpower? It is not. And we'll discard it for New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard it. All right, 4. Anything in here? Yeah, sure. We will discard these 2 to play Jervis Tetch. 5 power. Look at the top card of your deck. Destroy it or discard it. We will destroy it. All right, so we're at 5 power. Definitely get Katana and Raven. Starting to get there of White Lantern Deadman. His ability to use the other player's cards is phenomenal. Being able to do that often is great. So, we need to destroy heroes from hand, right? Yes. That Rage Blood's going to be important. I can already tell you that. So there's no heroes in this hand, so that's not great. And over here we only have one. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, we will discard you. Nth Metal, are you a hero? Yes. Plastic Man will copy an equipment. We're going to copy... I know there's other options, but I'm thinking Soul Taker Sword. Yeah, we're going to copy Soul Taker Sword, so that's 4 power, and we can destroy a punch in our hand. 5, 6, put an equipment from any player's discard pile. Not yet, sorry. No, I should. Put an equipment on top of anyone's deck. We'll put Soul Taker Sword there. So we're at 6 power. 7, 8, 9. We're not going to play this card. With the 9, we'll buy Rage Blood, because we just need it. We really do. And actually, it's more beneficial for Kid Flash to have it than White Lantern Deadman, because it's not very often that Kid Flash will destroy something, so if White Lantern Deadman had it, he wouldn't get the card draw element very often. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do we have any heroes in this hand? No, we do not. Gotta get some heroes. So, let's start with New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not. We'll discard it. Metropolis, are you a superpower? Nope. And we'll leave that there to draw a card and then draw 2 cards. Then we will draw another card for Canary Cry. And we'll discard a vulnerability and a weakness to play Soul Taker Sword from over here, getting 2 and destroying this weakness in hand. 3 power, get 2 punches into my hand. Wow, is there really just 1 over here? Out of all of that? That's a lot of weaknesses. Okay. We're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Don't need teleportation. We do want Crystal Shield, though. Okay, gotta get heroes. It's getting pretty tough. I don't know if we're gonna see any anytime soon. We just don't have that many in White Lantern Deadman's deck. Hopefully we can get some from Kid Flash, but all at once, that's pretty tough. Okay, there's actually 3 here. We need to destroy how many? 4. So let's see if we can actually get that. Let's get that over there. That I don't really want for anyone. And let's see. We have to start with something. We'll start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Nope, and we will discard that. Can't really do it. It's not going to happen. We'll use Soul Taker Sword to get rid of a kick. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. But there's nothing I want to buy. We didn't get any heroes. Hopefully in this hand we get 1. Not a single hero. Okay. How can we do this? Let's start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? We'll discard it. And then New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is. So we will draw that. That is 4 heroes. Is there a villain here, though? There is not. Okay. We're going to destroy all 4 of these heroes to end Manhunter Invasion. That crisis is over entirely thanks to White Lantern Deadman. He only has 2 power available to him and nothing to spend it on, but we're going to get him that power ring. We're going to get him that power ring, and he's going to be good to go. New card coming out. Alright, Star Sapphire can look at these 2 cards. Ooh, we have to put them back in any order, I guess. 1, and we can destroy one of those. 2, 3, 4, which I Gotham City. We know it's an equipment, or we know it's a superpower, I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, play this card. Draw a card. 7. With that 7, we don't really want any of that, and we can't beat Trigon with it, so that's just the end of that. All right. Few cards out there for Deadman we want. Let's try and get them. What's inside this hand? We've got Skeets. We can use that to get a hero on top of our deck, which is good. I think that might be the way to go. So if we discard a punch and a weakness, we can use that to play Skeets, which allows us to put a hero on top of our deck. And then because of New Genesis, we can say this is a hero and then draw it. Metropolis, are you an superpower? It is not. We will discard that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We buy this, bringing us down to 8. I know we could have gotten Trigon, but we're just not there with White Lantern Deadman. With our 8, we'll get another copy of Hero of the Future. We have 4 left over. We'll use to get Helmet of Fate. Okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we can actually do this. How bad is White Lantern Deadman's deck? Let's take a look through it. It's kind of diverse. There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of weaknesses. So far, 2, and then 2 starters, 3 starters, 4 weaknesses, 3 starters, 6 weaknesses, 5 starters, 7 weaknesses, 6 starters, 8, 9 weaknesses, 10 weaknesses. I think it was 7 starters there. Not great. That's the thing that's holding us back. We need to destroy, destroy, destroy. Thankfully, we have the ability to get heroes from the destroyed pile now, so we can do that a little bit more willingly from time to time and get those back easily. All right, how are we doing over here? Not a great hand. Over here, also not stellar. I can put a hero from my discard pile on top of my deck, or I can just draw a card. We'll just draw a card. Gotham City, are you an equipment? Yes. All right, 2 power, are you a hero? Yes. 5 power. I'm sorry, 7 power. Look at these 2 cards. I'm going to switch that order up real quick. Actually, no, I like it this way. All right, 7 power, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. We're going to use that to say goodbye to Trigon, move on to the next stage. Not ideal. I really don't like where we are with White Lantern Deadman just yet. He's definitely getting better, but man, is he really hurting. Really hurting. We'll get Kid Flash ready. He's doing just fine. There's still some stuff we can do to help him out, but nothing that is really hurting us yet. We still have Force Field to defend us here. No defense over here. We have to get some defense cards now for Kid Flash. We've kind of been putting that off. It's time, though. Our new crisis is hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 different powers from hand. Superpowers, I mean. And then our new villain is Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy any defense cards used to avoid this attack. We're actually going to just do it for White Lantern Deadman. Destroy these 2 cards. We lost Starbolt, but also a vulnerability. So, half and half. Over here, we have to do it because there is no defense card. I was actually hoping to destroy some weaknesses for White Lantern Deadman that way, but it just didn't work out. Alright, you have to destroy the top 2 cards of this deck. I don't know what they're going to be. Probably not something I want to lose, though. They are Soul Taker Sword and Plastic Man. 2 cards I did not want to lose at all. Okay. It is White Lantern Deadman's turn. Have a new card come out. What do we need? 4 different superpowers. There's 1. We don't have it right now. We just don't. let's go ahead. We'll try Metropolis. Are you superpower? It is. Then we'll try Are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard it. We will discard a weakness. And I guess we don't really want to now I look at it. Yeah, I guess. No, we will. Because we play that, right? Yeah, we're going to do a kick and a weakness to play Raven. So that's 1 and draw a card. And then 2, 3, since we played Raven, gets us to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That 10 is enough to get rid of Jervis Tetch and leave us with 7. We'll use that 7 to get, I guess we'll get Saint Walker, but, you know, I don't need Saint Walker. He can stay. No reason to clog this deck up more than it already is. The whole reason of Whirlwind there is in case you get just a really heavy weakness hand. Okay. Kid Flash. Let's start with Rage Blood. 2 power. Everyone destroys a 0 in their discard pile. Since my opponent did, I can draw a card. 3 and draw a card. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. And we can draw a card. Perfect. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5. Are you a hero? No, we will leave that there. 6, 7. 8, 9. 10, 11. We're going to go ahead and get teleportation. I do not want it. We're just going to use it for hunting down the lanterns, hopefully. So now our plan is just to move through this quickly so we can get that out. What do we have here? Perfect. We will start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? No. We'll discard it. And then, are you a hero? No, and we will dismiss that as well. Let's go with 1 and draw a card. We can get a hero from the destroyed pile. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We can get a Plastic Man. That's good. Plastic Man can copy Soul Taker Swords. That's why he's good. The Atom might be even better. Get some punches. White Lantern Corps wasn't supposed to be destroyed. You were supposed to keep that. Hero of the Future, very useful. Katana's okay. Deadman. We're going to gain Deadman for the one-time benefit that he gains, which is when you gain him, destroy 2 cards in your discard pile. Done. That is 2 destroyed weaknesses. So we are at 1 power. 2, 3, destroy this weakness. We're going to discard these 2 cards to play Star Sapphire Power Ring. Perfect. So we're at 3 power. Draw 2 cards. Draw a card. 7, 8, 9. I am glad I did that. With that, we'll go ahead and buy Warrior Princess, and we'll also get a kick. You know what? Maybe it's not time to get kicks yet. Maybe once we get our Starbolt back, we'll start working on those. There we go. Okay, new card comes out for the turn. It's a new villain. We will start with Star Sapphire Power Ring, looking at these 2 cards. We'll gain them both. Gotham City, are you an equipment? Nope, we'll leave it there. Jervis Tetch will look at that, and we will, we'll discard it. Shoot. All right, 1, 6. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. There we go. 7, 8, 9. Copy that 5 to get the 14. And 16. Okay. Beat this. Destroy a starter in your hand. If you cannot, destroy the top card of your deck. We will destroy this punch in our hand over here. We have none here, so we have to destroy the top card of our deck, which is a punch anyway. So that really worked out perfectly. Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing great here, but we might be able to do something. We'll start with Metropolis. Are you superpower? Yes. And then we'll say, are you a hero? No. And we'll discard that. We'll go with, wait, we have it, don't we? Destroy 4 different superpowers. 1. Oh no, one of them's a kick. Shoot, one of them is a kick. Nothing I can do about that right now. I guess we can destroy we can discard a weakness and a kick to draw or to play one of these cards. Nothing makes me draw a card though, so we'll go Shazam 2 and play this card. 3, 4, 5 and draw a card. Bunch of weaknesses. So the 5 you can at least use to buy Force Field. So that's good news. But that's all we're going to get from that. New card comes out. And it's that one. Never mind, we already took care of that. It's equipment though, so we have to gain a weakness. Everyone has to gain a weakness for that. Start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Nope, and we will discard that. Shuffle everything up. Before we play anything though, let's look at White Lantern Deadman's hand. So he might have the superpowers we need. We've got 2 here. We've got 2 here. I think that's it. Yep. 1, 2 destroyed. 3 and 4 destroyed. Ending. Hunting down the lanterns. No more of that. Thank you. Wasn't sure how that one would go. Wasn't great. All right. 1, 2, 3 power. We're good. We don't need to buy anything for that. We'll just get the next turn ready. Got Rage Blood here. That's good. Let's start with Daughter of Gotham to get 2 punches into my hand. Then Metropolis, are you superpower? No, we'll discard that. And then, are you a hero? Yes. Okay. We're going to use Skeets to put a hero on top of our deck. It's going to be that one. And then we'll play Legion Flight Ring to draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, we'll discard a Punch and Katana to use Rage Blood. We get the 7, 8. Destroy a punch over here, a weakness over here. And because we did that, we can draw a card. 9 and 10. Not enough to get that. In fact, we're probably not going to buy any of this now that I'm looking at the options. But that being said, we did get a lot done that turn. We got a few things destroyed, which is always good to see. Especially with where we are with White Lantern Deadman. And I really like his ability. I'm doing it every turn, which is perfect. I'm glad I filled him up with all those weaknesses, because if someone can use them, at least he can. Okay. New card comes out. Another Lantern Ring. Lots of Lantern Rings we want to buy over here. We're going to start the turn with Star Sapphire Power Ring, looking at these 2 cards, and we'll draw those. We can gain a card of cost 5 or less from the lineup and put it into your hand. We'll take this one. Then we'll use Rage Blood, destroying a 0-cost card in everyone's discard pile. And we can draw cards since they did. We'll go with 5 power, looking at these 2 cards. We're going to leave them. We're going to switch up the order real quick. So that is 7 power so far. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Oh, I wanted that for earlier, but oh well. 8, 9. 10. Then 11, 12, 13. Copy another power. Copy this one to get to 18. We will not be playing this. But with that 18, we'll say goodbye to Doomsday. Bringing us down to 6, and we'll use that to buy Green Lantern Power Ring. That worked out really well. We're doing just fine there. We have no defense in this hand, but we do have force field over here, so that's good news. Let's see what our new crisis is. Shifting loyalties. This should help a lot, actually. I'm looking forward to this. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your right. Each player must discard 7 cost worth of cards into the discard pile of the player on your left. We're going to try and split up some of these weaknesses so the burden isn't entirely on White Lantern Deadman. And we're going to try and get just a little more balanced in that way and a few other ways. Maybe there's some, I don't know, random defense cards or something we should be switching over. We'll see what comes up over here. Either way, we're going to try and make White Lantern Deadman a little less diluted, and we're going to try to make Kid Flash a little more leaner and meaner. That's the plan there. Our new villain. Hellspawn. Each player discards the 2 cards with the highest cost in their hand. We will discard Force Field here to avoid that attack. We have to do it over here, though, so we will discard, I guess that's Raven and Nth Metal Mace. Alright, new card comes out for the turn. It is Helmet of Fate. We can put a superpower from the discard pile into our hand. Probably going to be Force Field. I just want to see what the other options are. Yeah, it's Force Field. And we'll play that so that we can draw a card. Okay. We will draw another card. That is 1 power. We're going to go 2-3, and we're going to play this weakness to buy this helmet. And then these all go over to this discard pile here. Alright, new card comes out. We're going to go with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will discard it. 2 power is all we got. In fact, we're not even going to spend it. We're just going to move on with our turn. We're not going to have played that card. Do we have it here? We do have it here. In fact, we have it perfectly here. We're going to definitely get Jarvis Tetch over there. What do we have here? This is pretty good too. Okay, we're going to go for it since there's no villains. And it is White Lantern Deadman's turn. We're going to send Jarvis Tetch and 2 kicks over here. That totals to 9 out of 7. And over here, we'll send Crimson Whirlwind. No, we want to keep that if possible. I guess we have to, though, don't we? I guess we could do just Indigo Tribe, but I want to keep that over here. We'll go Crimson Whirlwind and White Lantern Corps for now, but we're going to try and find a way to get that back over if possible. You know, I don't want to because they already have the Atom over here. No, we'll do it. We'll do it over here and try to get the other copy of the Atom over here. Okay, that ends Shifting Loyalty, so that is already beat. That wasn't that bad at all. All right, 4, we'll try Metropolis. Are you a superpower? Yep. And then, are you a hero? Yeah, okay, very good. 5, 6, 7. We will discard these 2 to play Science Cell, getting us to 8, 9. I don't think there's anything I actually want out there, so I don't know what all that effort was really for. We're going to... Actually, we could do Wonder of the Night and get that... Yeah, we're going to do Wonder of the Night over here now. You know what? No. With all of those rings over there, we definitely want that over there. But it's an extra card for White Lantern Deadman. No, that's what we're going to do. We can use that to get ourselves some Soul Taker Swords to destroy cards, and we can also use it to get extra cards to fuel his ability. It's going to be much better well spent over on White Lantern Deadman. New card comes out. Here we go. Let's try Gotham City first. Are you an equipment? And I hope you are, because I really want to get Rage Blood this turn. Are you an equipment? No, we will discard you. We'll have just 3 power, which we will not be spending this turn. What do we got use? We have Rage Blood. That's good. That might be a #1 choice. We're going to use White Lantern Power Ring. New card has come out too. But we're going to use that to get a hero back. Maybe Plastic Man, maybe Hero of the Future, maybe the Atom, another Plastic Man. All very good choices. Probably Plastic Man, let's be honest. Because he's got a little bit more diversity to him. So yeah, Plastic Man, or the Atom, actually. Let's do the Atom. No, we'll do Plastic Man. What am I talking? Ah, man, it's so hard to choose sometimes. We're going to go Plastic Man. Plastic Man it is. We'll go for the Atom next. Okay, so we're at 0 power. We'll discard Helmet of Fate and its weakness to play Rage Blood, which will get us to 2 power. And each of us need to destroy a card, which is perfect. We can draw a card for that destruction. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which we will use to buy another Rage Blood. And, you know, we'll get a Legion Flight Ring also. It's good to get these useless cards for White Lantern Deadman. It allows us to have an easy choice to discard so we get a strong card from Kid Flash. It's working, the system's working great. Even if we kind of fell into it from just that terrible crisis. Okay, there we go there. And let's get going. New card comes on out. Talon. We will start the turn with Rage Blood, destroying another vulnerability over here. And over here, we'll do another weakness. So that's 2 power, and we can draw a card. And then we'll say, are you an equipment? It is. So 2, 3, and draw a card. 4, 5, are you a hero? No, we will discard that. 6, 7, put an equipment on top of any player's deck. We're going to put White Lantern Deadman there. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10. We get to 11, 12, which is enough to get rid of Hellspawn and beat Talon. So that's a double whammy, which is exactly what we needed. Feel good. All right, we've got Force Field protecting White Lantern Deadman, and over here we have no defense. So let's figure out what's going on. New crisis, new villain. Let's get on it. Our new crisis is 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. Put the top 4 cards on the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 5, 1 for the turn plus the 4 it asks for. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. So whenever a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. So that is 2 weaknesses for each player. Your team must destroy 7 cards with different costs from their discard pile. We can probably do that, honestly, right away. I'm not sure. We'll try. Each player destroys destroys cards in his hand until he only has 1 card of each type in hand. We will defend with Force Field over here. Over here, unfortunately, we're going to lose just Batarang. That's it. Just destroying Batarang. So that's not, honestly, a big loss. We're doing just fine there. All right. It is our turn over here, I believe. We have to get rid of those villains before we can try and beat the crisis. We will start with 1 and draw a card. And we'll get a hero from the destroyed pile. We're going to get the Atom. Don't even want to think about that. I just want to do it. We're going to discard Legion Flight Ring and the weakness to play Blue Lantern Power Ring for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. That's good. 10 because we played another hero. 11, 12 plus 3 is 15. This weakness won't get us anything, but we'll try Metropolis. Are you superpower? No. We'll leave that there, though. So 15 will get rid of the fleas. 15 minus 7. That brings us down to 8. Goodbye. Red Lantern Power Core, bringing us down to 3. And we'll buy Hero Power of the Green. So before we end our turn, we might have what we need to end this crisis. So let's see. We're just going to sort everything out and try and figure that out. Ooh, 7. Looking at the rare cost ones, and that's just good to see. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already have it there, honestly, but let's see if there's anything better over here for some of those options. Yeah, this is a better 5 cost card to destroy. What about 4s? Yeah, that's a better... Well, maybe not. Maybe not a better one. We can get that one back easily. And this is a better 6 cost card. So, we're going to destroy a card that costs 0, 1, 2... 3... We'll destroy Hero of the Future again. 4, 5, 6, and unfortunately 7. But you know what? We're going to get a lot of that back through White Lantern Power Rings over the course of the game. So that's destroyed. We're going to just bring these back up top real quick. Right there. Okay. Those are destroyed, but that's the end of 7 Deadly Sins already. Very quick finish there. So that's the end of White Lantern Deadman's turn, so that's good. That was a very good turn. We're getting there. We really are. All right, a new card comes out. Skull of Batman. We'll start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is. We will draw a card. 5 power. Look at these 2 cards, put them back in any order. Their order is just fine. All right, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bunch of heroes down here. 11, 12. It's not quite enough for that, but it is enough. We'll say, let's go ahead and get Skull of Batman. Bring us down to 6. And let's get nothing else, I don't think. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Nothing else we really need out there. These 2 I want over here. This we want once Kyle Rayner comes out. And these 2 are kind of just up for grabs as needed. Okay. New card comes out for the turn. It's Shazam. Let's go ahead. And we'll start with Mind Control Hat, drawing 2 cards. Then we'll go with 1 and draw another card. Then we'll say it's a superpower. It is not. We'll leave that there and say it's a hero. So we're at 2 power. We're going to get 2 punches from our discard pile. I really like that mechanic. I think it's super cool. So that's 1 power, 2 power total. Anything we want over here? There's plenty we want over there. We will discard a punch and whirlwind. No, a punch and Deadman. To use... Oh, we'll use Star Sapphire Power Ring. Looking at these 2 cards. We'll put them both in our hand. So we are at 1, 2 power, 3, 4, destroy a weakness. 5, 6, destroy a punch. Draw a card. Put this out. Draw another card. 7, 8, 9, 10. Still not enough for that. It is definitely enough to get 2 more defense cards, though. Really liking filling up all the defense cards on one player. I know it doesn't really defend everyone at all times, but man, it's good to know that one of them is pretty well defended, especially if we can get Hero of the Future back into his hand. That's going to help a lot. How are we doing anyway with those weaknesses? What do we have left? I feel like we've destroyed a bunch of them, but you never know, honestly. What do we see? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's still 9 of them floating around out there. Still 9, huh? Okay, new card comes out. Batarang. We will start. Let's say we can add a hero to the top of the deck, huh? We'll add World's Mightiest Mortal to the top of our deck. And we'll play Star Sapphire Power Ring, looking at these 2 cards and adding them to our hand. Very well. Now that's taken care of. Let's tie Gotham City. Are you in equipment? No, we will leave that there. You know what? No, we'll discard that, actually. All right, 5 power, looking at these 2 cards. We'll switch up their order, sure. 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and either put a hero on top of our deck or draw a card. We'll just draw a card. 9, 10. We'll gain this and put it into our hand. 11, 12. And we won't be playing these 2. So with our 12 power, we're going to take Shazam and stop there. Still not enough to beat Black Adam. We need 13. Haven't been there in a bit for some reason. We will. We will. All right, new card comes out. It's a Katana. Let's start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? No. Are you a hero? Yes. We'll draw a card. 1 and draw another card. We will discard this weakness. And unfortunately, Plastic Man, because we have nothing else to go with it. You know what? No, we'll do Whirlwind. No, it should be Plastic Man. That makes... No, Whirlwind. Sorry. In doing so, we can play a card from over here. We'll take Skull of Batman 3 power, and we can gain all cards from the destroyed pile. I don't think we destroyed a Katana card yet. I doubt it, but if we did, we'll grab it. We did, so we can gain Katana from the lineup. And do we put them in our hand? Nope. Okay, just gain it. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 1 power. Sorry, 4 power after that, my bad. Use Plastic Man on that to get to 7 power. 8, 9, destroying another weakness in our discard pile. 10, 11, plus 3 gets us to 14, beating Black Adam. Okay, that's good. That's better. That's really good, actually. We're going in the right direction. We have a strong White Lantern Deadman, which is exactly what we need to see, because then he can use his ability to only to make himself stronger as opposed to just surviving. So, we have 1 defense card over here, nothing over here. Let's see what happens. Our new crisis is Frozen City. At the start of each player's turn, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Flip down each other card of that cost in the lineup, and they cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them up at the end of your turn. Clear the lineup of all cards. This can be a tricky one, but we're pretty good with just 3 cards there now. We've got a bunch of power usually. We're going to be okay. Black Hand. We're going to defend over here, but I'm just going to try and decide which one. I could use Skeets, Crystal Shield, or Force Field. We're going to use Crystal Shield to defend, so we can put Plastic Man into our hand. That's that. And then over here, we have no defense, right? No. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. That is 2. 2 cards. We're going to discard 2 weaknesses. New card comes out for the turn. Oh, nothing there. Frozen City. So Frozen Starbolt came out for that, and then a card for the Crisis is cost 4. Nothing goes away, at least. Let's go ahead and gain an equipment from the lineup and put it into our hand. Unfortunately, it's this one. It's an attack. So this guy's going to lose a card, but we're going to defend with Skeets. You can put a hero from your discard pile on top of your deck. We're going to put Warrior Princess on top of our deck. Let's remember she's there for a new Genesis next turn. So that's that. And then we'll go 2. I don't want to play this because I actually want to get Starbolt over there. So we're actually going to stop there. I know normally, you know what, 2. Each foe discards a card. Let's just discard the punch, call it a day. Perfect. Perfect. So that's 4 power to buy Star Sapphire is what I'm trying to say there. That's what's perfect. All right, I don't want that teleport. Let's see what we can do to get rid of it. Now, a new card has to come out for the turn, and then a card for the Crisis, which costs 6, so nothing's going away. Let's gain a card from the destroyed pile. We'll make that the Atom. Then we're going to copy that and do it again. Probably Hero of the Future, Plastic Man, Indigo Tribe. Lots of good choices here. Oh, there was a weakness here. I shouldn't be there. Any other heroes floating around that would be great options? There's Katana, I guess, but not a great option. Just an option, I suppose. Oh, Jason Blood. He's been sitting around for a while. Let's go with Hero of the Future, but Jason Blood, he's right around the corner there. We're going to try and do him soon. Put a hero from our discard pile on top of our deck. No power this turn generated, but lots of cards from the destroyed pile. So hopefully that will be good in the long run. Okay, new card comes out for the turn, and then 1 for the Crisis, and it is a 5 cost, losing all access to these cards here. We can destroy a 0 cost card in each player's discard pile. Wow, first time it's not a weakness. It is a punch over here. That's been a while. That's been a long while. All right, but because of that, we can draw a card. And then we'll say, are you an equipment? It is. Look at these 2. Draw them, okay. And then I suppose we'll draw another card. Very well. This is good. This is all very good. All right, we're only at 2 power. Then we'll go with 7, looking at these 2 cards. We'll put them in this order, because then we're going to go 8, 9 and play this. 10, put a superpower from my discard pile into my hand. Only 1, unfortunately. 11, 12. 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, and we will put our hand into our discard pile. And with that 21, we're not going to play this. We'll get rid of this. Bring us down to 15. Get this. No, I don't want that, actually. We're going to buy both of these. And that's it. I know I'm being a little picky. I feel like I have some room to be. There's a few cards that Deadman just needs with the strategy we have to use. And I'm hoping that that doesn't hurt me in the long run. Actually, no, because Superboy's going to come out. Hopefully we're okay. Because that whole lineup's going to cost 5. And I'd hate to lose basically that entire turn. Kid Flash's hand here. Very well. So everything can turn back up. New card comes out. And then please don't be cost 5. It costs 3. Perfect. Let's start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? No, we will leave it there though. Look at the top card of your deck. Destroy it or discard it. All right, that is 1 power. Then we'll say, are you a hero? It is. That worked really well. Anything over here we really want? Not really. We could... How committed are we to Plastic Man? And, I mean, how committed are we to getting more heroes from the destroyed pile? Let's do it. Let's commit to it. Okay. We're going to discard Warrior Princess and Power of the Green to play Star Sapphire. Put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of their deck. Then we'll play this to draw a card, this to get a hero from the destroyed pile. I think we're going to go with... We're going to go with another copy of Plastic Man. Okay, so that's 1 power so far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll use that to buy Starbolt and get rid of Manhunter here. Okay. Was not a perfect turn. I took some chances there. I really am taking a lot of them, actually. But hopefully it still works out. Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, we will leave that there because 2, are you a hero? Yes. 3, draw a card. 4, 5, I can put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of their deck. Is there an equipment we want to put there? I mean, there's White Lantern Power Ring, obviously. Is that the one? That's the one. Okay, good to know that's there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will buy this at 3 and this at 5. I think that's all we can really do. No, not that one. This one at 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Anything to get a draw a card, huh? None of this makes me draw a card, does it? Nope. Not a single one of them. Okay, we tried. Anything we want to play from over here? Maybe. Let's get a new card to come out. And that card for the Crisis is cost 2. So that's gone. We're going to discard Helmet of Fate and a Kick to use Blue Lantern Power Ring. We'll get 1, 2, 3 and count the heroes here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. So that's good. 11, 12, 13, 14. Definitely get an Apocalypse, bringing us down to 9. Canary Cry will bring us down to 5. And then we'll get Superboy, bring us down to 0. Kind of back where we started at 3 cards, but hopefully that works out soon. Okay. New card come out for the turn, and then 1 for the Crisis is cost 3, so nothing's going away. Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? I'm sorry, yeah, an equipment. No, we will leave that there, though. We can put this into our hand. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 power we will use to buy this. Bring us down to 6. This, bring us down to 4. And we have to buy both of these. We have to clear off. If we could afford it, we might as well. That is the end of Frozen City. I did want to give those last 2 cards, Plastic Man and the Atom, over to White Lantern Deadman, but it just wasn't an option at the time. Maybe we can destroy them, and then he can get them back via White Lantern Power Ring. But we can go focus on Black Hand now, which is good news. New card comes out. Ganthet, great card. Okay, let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then let's say, are you a superpower? It's not. Are you a hero? Yes. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. Put Skeets into my hand and then draw a card. We're going to play this Soul Taker Sword to destroy a weakness, so that's 2 power. We're going to put a hero on top of our deck. Lots of good options here. We've built a good deck now. Good, good, good. Okay. We're going to put Superboy on top of our deck. We're at 3 power, draw a card, play Superboy for 4 power, and get Starbolt into my hand. So that 4 power will play 4, 5, 6. Got the superpowers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power. That's what we're talking about. 17. Before we play that, actually, we're at 16 power. Do we have any punches over here? No. With that, we will discard Daughter of Gotham and a punch to play World's Mightiest Mortal, getting us to 21 and looking at these 2 cards. We'll switch their order real quick. So that's 21, 22, and we can get a hero from the destroyed pile. That is a good turn. So, 22, we can get another Superboy. That was very good for us. Or a hero of Gotham. Or hero of the future, I mean. Indigo Tribe's also very good. I think Indigo Tribe's going to be the way to go. And that's also enough to buy Ganthet and get rid of Blackhand. And we officially have the best White Lantern Deadman deck I could possibly imagine. Even if it is giant right now, we're still trimming it down each turn. Oh, man. All the good cards are over here. We have to start building up Kid Flash now. We are done with this. Now Kid Flash can start getting some of the strong cards, because we got White Lantern Deadman right where we need him, if not beyond. All right, no reason to shuffle that up yet, because we actually have a full hand here. We don't have a defense in hand, but we do have Force Field here. Over here, no defense either. So our new crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain into the lineup and resolve each of its attacks. That supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of a player's card. Remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. So his attacks are... there it is. Each player puts a hero from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We're just going to let that attack happen here because nothing happens. Oh, wait, no, we have the 2 from the discard pile idea. Ooh. Actually, let's go ahead and do that over here because we purposely wanted to do this. We'll add Plastic Man and the Atom to the lineup. So that's attack actually is going to help us get those back to White Lantern Deadman. We will defend over here a Force Field because I don't think there are... Actually, there might be 2 heroes we can sacrifice now I think about it a little longer. Probably Katana. We're not getting a lot of defense stuff happening. And what's the other one going to be? Probably 2 Katanas? Oh, Deadman. Deadman and Katana. That's probably the way to go. Daughter of Gotham and Deadman. Even better. Perfect. Yeah, we're just going to let that attack happen because that is a good place to be for White Lantern Deadman. Then our new villain is Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck if its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, gain a number of weaknesses equal to its cost. We will defend ourselves with Force Field for White Lantern Deadman. We don't have the same thing over here, so we have to gain this card. And we just gain 3 weaknesses with it, I believe. Yep. That's too bad. Gone. Okay. We have to get rid of Amazo to end Supervillains United. I believe it's actually Kid Flash's turn, though. So, let's start with Gotham City Art Unit Equipment. No, we will leave that there and draw a card, though. play that, destroy this weakness, and then over here, is there another weakness or just this punch? Did we finally get to the point that there's no weaknesses in this deck? Because that's insane to me. Guess we're destroying this punch. There's one in the hand there, I see. Since he did that, we can draw a card. Then, since we're at 2 power, 3/4, put an equipment on top of my deck. Probably this one. Yeah, that's the way to go. 4, 5, 6, 7. Are any of those in the destroyed pile? They might very well be. Don't know. Can't remember. Don't think I saw any of those heroes. I probably would remember, considering how many times we looked for it with the lantern ring. So, nope, just 7 power there. 8, 9, 14. Remove a hero or villain from the lineup, play it, then return it. Let's copy the Atom, destroying teleportation to get a different 7-cost card from the destroyed pile. There we go. We'll go with either Jason Blood. No, we'll save that for over there. We'll get Mogo probably. Or, yeah, it's going to be Mogo, I think. That's what we're going to do. We still had 14 power, which we're definitely going to use to beat a Mazo. In doing so, we only have 3 power left, which we can't really use to do anything, because I want to save pretty much all of these cards for White Lantern Deadman. I do want Deadman, but I can't afford that one. Okay. Okay. How are we doing? Good, good, good. New card comes out. Oh, also, that beats the Crisis before this villain comes out. That Crisis is beat. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll start with Soul Taker Sword, destroying this. That's 2. And then we can draw a card. 2 and draw a card, huh? Okay. And then we'll say, are you a superpower? No. But we'll discard it. And then we'll say, are you a hero? No. And we'll also discard that. So we're at 2. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand, and then also draw a card. Draw another card. Get a hero from that destroyed pile. Wow. Jason Blood. That's the way to go, I think. Or, you know what? Let's actually go with Hero of the Future. I think that'll add up to more over time. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll use that to get rid of Granny Goodness. And we'll also go ahead and gain the Atom while we're at it. Okay. Very, very good. New card comes out. How are we doing? We'll start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Yes, we are. Okay. And then we'll put a hero. Not yet. Hawk Girl. Count the heroes in my discard pile. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's good. 12, 13, 14. Then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 power. Whew, put a hero on top of my deck. Do you have a hero that's also a defense? That would be nice. I don't think I do, though. No, I do not. Okay, we'll put that one there. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Look at, play this card. 32. And that is going to trigger this, I believe. Yes, to get to 33. Goodbye to Hector Hammond. Yeah, that's an easy choice. So 33 minus 12 is 21, right? That's that. Bringing out Mr. Zaz. Bringing us down to 18. We'll get Deadman, so we can destroy these two weaknesses. Bring us down to 14. And I don't think we're going to buy these two. I don't think we need them. I don't think there's any punches floating around this deck either. Oh, there is actually. But you know what? This deck is already large enough. There's really no reason to fill it up with that. We're doing just fine. We're good. Okay. We have a defense in this hand. We have force field over here. We're in a good place for whatever's about to happen now. Good, good, good. All right. Our new crisis is demonic summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. There's 1, 2. Put the villains up here. Was hoping to get those back for the time, but didn't happen. Really wanted to get them back for demonic summoning, but doesn't always go your way, does it? You try and try. Okay. So, put all cards of cost 6 from the destroy pile into the lineup. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroy a card of cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must destroy 3 cards of cost 6 in their discard pile. Then, our new villain, Arkillo. Arkillo costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. Each player puts 1 equipment from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. I might actually just want to do that instead of defending. I could put 2 batarangs out there and call it a day. Or maybe a batarang and a flight ring or something. Which is probably a better use of my time than defending. Yeah, it definitely is. We're going to do that over here. And then over here. Oh, wait, no, but he becomes more expensive that way. Never mind. Green Lantern Power Ring it is. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. There's that. And then over here, I think we'll just defend with this force field. And the new card comes out for the turn. It is White Lantern Deadman's turn, I believe. And we're going to start that turn with Ganthet, putting 1 card of each color into our hand. I think that's what we got here. So we'll go with definitely that one. We'll get rid of this for now because we'll get it back that way. Okay, so there's Ganthet. Then let's start with doing this. It's a superpower. It is. And then we'll say it's a hero. It is not. We will discard that. Go here and draw a card. And then we'll do this again to draw another card. Let's play White Lantern Power Ring, and we're going to use that to get a hero. Let's go ahead, probably Jason Blood, let's be honest. It's like the last really strong one left. Yep, that's that. So, we are at 0 power so far, but we've done a lot. We can put an equipment from the discard pile into our hand. And then we can also draw a card. We're going to put a hero on top of our deck. And then we're going to draw a card. I'm doing a lot this turn. Let's go ahead. We're going to make a copy of White Lantern Core there. White Lantern Power Ring to get another hero. We'll take Katana being a defense card. Now we'll take Superboy. All right, we're at 0 power so far. 1, 4, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, and then count the defense cards. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. I think we should be able to clear these out. So these two, costing 6 apiece. That'll bring us down to 11. What about these guys? Yeah, definitely this one. Each one gains a weakness, so down to 5 now. Well, this one gains a weakness. We will defend with a force field over here. So 5 we will use to buy another Plastic Man. Okay. That was a lot. It's a big hand there. Ganthet is always like that. Alright, new card coming out for the turn. Wait, what do we be? We didn't destroy anything at the beginning of that turn, did we? I don't think we did. If that's the case, we got to put something back. What did we buy at the end of that turn? I think it was Plastic Man we bought. There is finally our Kyle Rayner. It's been long enough. Let's see if we can get him now. Let's start with Star Sapphire. Looking at the top 2 cards of our deck here. Oh, we have to destroy a card first. Oh, this isn't a great choice, is it? I guess we will actually destroy a weakness and end our turn, because I don't want to destroy any of those other cards. Forgot about that. Demonic Summoning. I have to do that at the beginning of your turn first. Ooh, just bent that card. Hope that's okay. What card got bent? That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Here we go. It is now time for White Lantern Deadman. New card comes out. We have to destroy something in our hand. We're going to destroy Flight Ring. There's no use for that one. Then we'll go with Jervis Tetch. Look at the... Actually, we'll start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? No, but we'll leave it there. Are you a hero? Yes. Then we'll go Jervis Tetch. Look at this card. Draw it. Or, sorry, destroy it or discard it. I guess we'll discard that. That's 1. I think I want to use the Atom on Katana here to get a different card of cost 2 if possible. What else is available? Maybe Whirlwind might be useful. But you know what? Those defense cards is why I want her for the Hero of the Future cards. Maybe I don't want to destroy that. The villain might be helpful for some situations, but we just are getting to the end, and villains are something you want to get rid of towards the end. Okay, we won't use it on Katana. I was mistaken about that. Instead, is there anything I want that costs 3? There's just, I've got a strong enough deck here. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do anything else to make it a little bit stronger. We could use another Power of the Green, I think. That's a pretty good card. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use the Atom on Raven here to get the Power of the Green into our hand. Put a location from my discard pile into play. I think I still have one over here. Nope, must be in my deck still. Okay, either way, we're still at 4 power. 5, 6 plus 3 puts us at 9 and 10 total. We're going to get rid of this. Each player gains a weakness. Each of an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. We will gain 1 weakness over here. I think we'll defend ourselves against that attack so that we don't get any weaknesses on this side. And now, before we end our turn, actually get those out of there. Do we have 3 cost 6 cards in this discard pile alone? Because if so, we could just end this. We have 1. Is that really it? Just the 1, okay. Not a great start. Oh, we have one here now. So we have 2 total in discard piles. All right, new card comes out for the turn. It's White Lantern Power Battery, which has no use anymore. It's way too late in the game for that. We'll get Mogo out here so we can start defending ourselves, which is good. Oh, we have to destroy a card. We'll destroy Crimson Whirlwind. Mogo out here. And then Star Sapphire Power Ring, looking at these 2. Putting those into our hand. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Shazam. 2, play this card. Draw a card. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Are any of these in the destroyed pile? There's a good chance some of them are. I don't think Katana is. Oh, she is. So I guess we gain Katana. Is there a Plastic Man in here? I doubt that. Maybe a Canary Cry. I think we're good. Nope. Okay. So we're still at 7 power there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We will use that. I really want to get Kyle Rayner, but I think it's better to end demonic summoning. We'll get 2 science cells. We'll destroy these 2 science cells. No, we'll do it next turn, actually. Next turn will be better because we'll have that White Lantern Power Core. White Lantern Core, I mean. Not the Power Ring. White Lantern Core. New card for the turn. We have to destroy something in this hand. We'll get rid of Katana. That's a defense card, though. You know, I think Katana's... We're going to destroy Apocalypse. That's okay. If we really need it, we'll get it back, but we probably won't need it. I did that just to make Hero of the Future even stronger. So, this turn, I think we can do it. So, we will destroy over here White Lantern Core, which really doesn't get destroyed, but we will also destroy 2 science cells, ending demonic summoning. Boom, that crisis is beat, and we are on to our Kilo. We might be able to beat this turn. I'm not sure. We can copy... Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and try Metropolis. Are you superpower? No. And we'll discard that. And then, are you a hero? No, and we'll discard that. Okay, then we'll do Plastic Man to get a... Copy a equipment in my discard pile. We'll copy Skeets. So Skeets will allow me to draw a card. 1 and draw another card. 2 and draw another card. Draw 2 more cards. Oh, each foe needs to discard a random card. We will defend with Skeets over here. Put a hero on top of our deck. We'll put Katana on top of our deck so we can defend ourselves next turn. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4 will destroy this weakness over here. Any zeros over here? None. So we get to draw another card here. This is a crazy turn. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Count the superpowers. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 power. Very well. And then Hero of the Future. Hero of the Future. 23, 24. And then 2 more for each defense card. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 power. Okay. That's good. We'll get Plastic Man, sure. Bring us down to 29. We'll get Canary Cry, bring us down to 25. We'll get Legion Flight Ring, bring us down to 23. And we'll get rid of our Kilo. Got plenty of power left for that. And we'll leave the rest out here for Kid Flash. Great turn. Great White Lantern Deadman turn. Very good. Okay. Let's see what we can do now. Okay. How can we do this? Get White Lantern Deadman's hand ready. where we get this next crisis and villain. We have no defense in hand, so we're going to have to see what happens here. Our new crisis is draining the emotional spectrum. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 4, 3 that they ask for, and 1 for the turn. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck, destroy all cards in the lineup with the revealed card's type, and replace them. Each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if none of those cards match a type in the lineup. It's not that bad. Ooh, Black Lantern Superman, though. Each player gains 2 weaknesses. Each player with a superpower in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. I guess this one will gain 2. You know what? No, we'll gain 2 over here, yeah. And then over here, we'll discard this weakness and a kick in order to defend ourselves via Mogo. Okay, we have to discard this, right? Reveal. So all the heroes are destroyed. Really? We just lost Kyle Rayner. Just lost Kyle Rayner. I have been building this whole game towards that card going to Kyle Rayner. And it is that card going to Kid Flash. And it is destroyed. Not cool. Okay. So I have to replace those now. That's 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting really close to the end here. We might have taken too many risks. We will play Rage Blood, destroying a weakness in each deck here. And drawing a card for it. And we'll say, Gotham City, are you an equipment? No. We'll discard that card. Okay, we can't beat it till there's no villains, though. That's the problem. So 2, 4, 5. We will use that to get rid of these 2 villains. So that's the best I can do with Kid Flash this turn. Really wish I didn't have that character. That heroic sacrifice did not help us. We had a great thing going with that Nightwing, and he just lost him. Just lost him. Okay, so at the beginning of our turn, reveal this card. All the superpowers are destroyed and replaced. We will start our turn with Metropolis. Are you superpower? Yes. And then, are you a hero? No, and we'll discard that. What's in this hand over here? Anything we want to use? Probably World's Mightiest Mortal. Let's start with discarding. We'll play Superboy to get Crystal Shield. 2 and draw another card. We will discard Jervis Tetch and Legion Flight Ring to play World's Mightiest Mortal, getting us to 7 power. And with that, we can... Oh, look at these 2 cards. Their order is just fine as it is. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 3 gets us to 13, and then we'll play Jervis Tetch. 14, 15, destroy or discard. We'll discard. And then draw a card. I guess we will draw a card. There we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's pretty good. 21 is pretty good. We didn't leave anything in our hand. Instead of doing that 21, we'll keep this in our hand. So, again, we had the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's all we have. With that 10, we'll get rid of this. Each foe with a hero in his discard pile gains a weakness. Each with a villain gains an additional. That's 2 weaknesses going out, unfortunately. And then we can buy this to destroy 2 cards in our discard pile. We'll at least destroy this weakness. We can try and beat this, but we have to each discard a random card. Each player discards a random card to remove this crisis if none of them match a type in the lineup. So, that's actually pretty good odds. In fact, it's perfect odds. None of these cards are in the lineup. So, Each side will discard a random card. This guy discards Hero of the Future. So there's no heroes out there, so that's good. And this side will discard World's Mightiest Mortal. No heroes out there. So that is that. Okay. Kind of on track. Still not doing great. But that crisis is at least beat. It's one more thing down. And then there's possession. Okay. We will start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, and we will discard you. We can put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of their deck. And then draw a card. Revealing these two cards. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3 and draw a card. Put an equipment into my hand. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is all I can get to. I really wanted more, but I couldn't get there. We can, at the very least... I don't really want anything. We're not going to buy anything. I have no reason to buy any of those cards. Other than we're getting to the end here. Getting very close to the end. New card comes out. Villain, really? We'll start with Metropolis. Are you a superpower? Nope. But we will discard that. Are you a hero? No, we'll leave that one there, though. And then we'll say draw a card. What do we have here? We've got Deadman, Hawk. Hawkgirl might be the answer there. So we will discard White Lantern Power Ring and, oh yeah, the Atom. In doing so, we will play Hawkgirl, getting us 1 power and all the heroes here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's good. Plus 3 gets us to 12. Plus 3 gets us to 16. 17, 18. That's enough to get rid of Manhunter and also defeat Black Lantern Superman. We are on to the last villain. Last villain it is. But we only have a few turns left. Really only a few. And I believe both of us have to defeat a supervillain in the meantime. It's going to be crazy hard. Let's see what happens. We might be losing this. We might. Okay. Our new crisis, our final crisis, is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. This might be the end of us. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. Okay. Each player puts a random defeated supervillain from this game in front of him. Alright, a random defeated supervillain, including this one. Each player must defeat his own supervillain. Necron cannot be defeated while a villain is in play or in the lineup. This is impossible, I think. In only 3 turns, this is going to be pretty tough. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup. It doesn't go in the lineup. Okay. I was hoping. So this one's going to defeat Hector Hammond, and this one's going to defeat Black Adam. Those are not the great options I want to see. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Do we have a defense? Yes, we can defend. If you do, I can put a villain with cost 7 or less from my discard pile into my hand or draw a card. We'll just draw a card. Okay. And then this one, do I have a defense? Not built in, but I do have the defense of Mogo, so we will defend against that. Actually, destroys cards in his hand until he only has 1 of each type. If that's the case, we'll destroy Deadman and Yellow Lantern Core Power Ring because we're not going to be getting Kyle Rayner anytime soon. Okay, that actually wasn't so bad. So, with that, do we have a villain over here? We have Jervis Tetch, so we just need to get one villain for Kid Flash, and then we can end this right away. So let's try and do that. Yeah, no villains here. So here's what we'll do. We'll start with Hawkman. Hawkgirl, I mean. That's 1 power and +1 for each hero over here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Defeating this, and then each foe gains a weakness. If one or more foes does not gain a weakness, draw a card. So we gain that. But before we go any further, we will destroy these. And in doing so, end Villains in Disguise. So the final crisis is beat. But it's now down to, can we beat this? So that was 2. Let's try Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Yes. Yes, okay. 3, 4, are you a hero? No, we will discard that. 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power is enough to beat Black Adam. So, all we need to do is have White Lantern Deadman beat Hector Hammond, and then one character beat Crisis Necron. That is it. We only have 3 turns to do it in. But it is theoretically doable. It's just incredibly tough. Or incredibly lucky, I should say, at this point. Here we go. We have this as our hand. New card comes out. Okay. We're going to discard Whirlwind and Katana to play Hawkgirl. Because that'll be 1 plus all the heroes over here, I think. I'm going to count it up before I make that decision. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exactly what we're going to do. So that's 11. Plus 4 is 15, beating Hector Hammond. Officially beating everything for that. 15 minus, what was he again? 12 brings us down to 3. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand, and then draw a card. Equipment from my discard pile. Probably going to be Skeets. I think that's my best odds. So, yep. Skeets it is, and then draw a card. We're going to draw another card. Come on. 4, put a superpower into my hand. Please tell me I have it in here. It's not in here. Did I play these yet? I don't think I played these yet. Let's try this. We're not going to play that yet. So we're at 4. We're at 3, actually. Play this. Are you a superpower? No, we will discard that. And then are you a hero? No, and we will discard that. So we're at 3, 4. Come on, I just need the right superpower. I'm just trying to do the math in my head, and it's so tense sometimes. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I could just draw a card, right? I could get to 9 and draw a card, but that's not very much. I think that's our best chance, though. So 9 and draw a card. Copy copy an equipment. Okay. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and copy an equipment. Could do Legion Flight Ring. Let's just do it. Legion Flight Ring to draw a card. 10, 11, plus 3 gets us to 14, which is just shy. It is 1 point shy of beating him. So that's not going to cut it. What we will do is we'll buy Oa, and we'll buy Atlantis with our power. That's all we can really do this turn. So let's get our new hand ready. All right, and our new card comes out. And now we have to see, can we beat him with Kid Flash? Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No. Do we want to discard that? We'll discard that. All right. 1 power. We'll get 2 punches into my hand if I have them. I think I do, though. There we go. That's 1. And then we'll copy this. All right. We'll not copy it. We'll play that. 2, and count the heroes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're so close. I think we actually got it. Once we throw that out there, it's over. Whew, that was close. All right, 11, draw a card. 12 and draw a card. Draw a card. 13, 14, are you hero? No, we'll discard you. Copy. Oh, doesn't matter. We'll go with 15, 16 here. 17, 18. That is more than enough to beat Crisis Necron with just 1 card left in that main deck again. It's been really close playing two-handed. And, yeah. Once again, I guess. This is Nth Metal. Great card, but wouldn't have changed anything. Black Lantern Power Ring earlier, definitely. Red Lantern Power Ring earlier, definitely. Kyle Rayner earlier, definitely would have changed things. But not Nth Metal Mace. Really close game. You know, I hear a lot of talk about how this game's just unbalanced and stuff, but you know what? These two-handed games I'm playing have all been really low. Like 1, 2, 3 cards left in the main deck. And I know you can get higher and stuff, but and obviously I can too. I've done it before. It's just to be that consistent doesn't seem like a problem to me. It seems like it's working, if you ask me. I took some chances willingly. I've said it during the game. You can go back and check it out. I said I need to clear off some cards so White Lantern Deadman can be stronger, and then I did just that. I took a lot of turns just building him. I unfortunately lost Crisis Nightwing very early and got stuck with Kid Flash, the one character I actively wanted to avoid. But that's heroic sacrifice for you. That's what happens sometimes. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy Crisis 2 plus Heroes Unite. It's definitely my favorite combination, and being able to play it for this round has been a lot of fun. I'm still not a huge fan of two-handed. I really do prefer playing just the solo Crisis rules. I don't think that they take anything from the game, and I guess maybe I'm just more comfortable in it, and that's the issue. But I do feel like a little bit out of control when I'm playing these two players. And it's definitely ruining my presentation style, so hopefully you still get something out of it. I'm not getting as much time to kind of describe what I'm doing. But that's what it is. So thank you for watching. This is for the Solo Crisis League. We are in Season 6 and Round 2. There's lots of games out there. You can play all the past rounds, so check it out. There's a link below. If you enjoy the league, if you enjoy the videos, or whatever other way you found me, check out the Patreon below. There might be something there for you. There's mid-round results if you're in the league. There's special members-only videos if you enjoy the videos. And there's special members-only rounds if you want to play between seasons in the leagues. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. There might be something there for you. That is really all I've got for tonight. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to tally this up and once again have my one-card main deck added. Thank you for watching. You have a good night.